Boys, what is going on? That's a little trade recap. Futures session last night. So what's that? Oh, Tuesday the 3rd. A little bit of a losing trade. Nothing we haven't experienced before, but more bad price action. I actually know a lot of people that took this exact same trade. Obviously I'm in TJR's Discord because of the mastermind. TJR took the same trade. About 30 boys in the Discord also took the exact same trade, all got stopped out. Just very messy price action, very tough to read. And yeah, just more tough trading conditions, more of the same sort of stuff we've been experiencing lately. And that's all right. This is our first losing trade in a while. We've actually broken out of we broke out of the losing streak, turned it into a winning streak, and had to say goodbye to that with this trade. So anyways, I'll show you boys exactly what trade I took. We were trading ES, and yeah, I'll show you boys exactly why I took it and what the result was. Let's go. Alright, so we did have to take into account today that we had high impact news releasing at 1. So that was Jolt's job openings, and obviously didn't want to take a trade before then, wanted to see how that came out, see how price reacted, and if we even reacted before entering a trade. So usually I'd be looking for a trade 12:30. Today wasn't looking for anything until after 1. So I had to wait for this candlestick here to close. So anyway, this is what I was looking at for take profits and draws on liquidity for the day. So we had this hourly low here and this hourly low here. We had a 4-hour imbalance in here as well that I was potentially looking for longs off of. And then for take profits, I had these equal highs and this all-time high sitting right there. So equal highs, obviously always a very good draw on liquidity and also a good take profit point if you can actually find a trade, which we could not. So anyway, moving on, you can see that during our sort of market open, we moved down, swept out these lows again. We were already sitting underneath this draw on liquidity. So my thought process for the day was we're going to react off of that draw. So anyway, sort of through this area, it felt like we were just waiting for that 1 o'clock news to come out. And we did end up getting a bullish SMT on ES. So as seen here, it was actually a very drastic SMT. So that was the SMT, the low to the low on NQ and the low to the low on ES. So obviously looking for a trade on ES, and especially thinking we're sitting underneath these lows, 5-minute bullish SMT, really good confluence for a bullish movement. On our 1 o'clock candlestick closure, we actually had a break of structure on the 5-minute. And so this was another really strong confluence for me as someone looking for longs in this market. So we break structure as news comes out, and news really didn't even affect the market. And so I had this equilibrium, so it was 5-minute equilibrium marked out, break of structure, and you see this news candle here. But we really didn't have bad news at all. So I actually placed a trade off of the news candle. You see price come down into this 5-minute equilibrium zone with a bullish candlestick closure, and that was enough for me to enter. Futures lately has been pretty much, you see an entry, you enter, and it just rips. Like, that was the story of last week. And if you weren't on your game, if you weren't entering off of those fast twitch confluences, you were missing trades. So that for me, 5-minute break of structure, 5-minute equilibrium with a 1-minute bullish reaction, that is my entry. And I had a first take profit set at these highs. I gave myself a generous little stop loss all the way down at these 5-minute lows. And yeah, take profit one, take profit two. That was all I was really chasing for the day. I didn't. This was all-time highs up here, so kind of hard to find draws on liquidity other than that. If I wanted to have a third TP for the day, so let this one play out. Pretty much as soon as I entered, price just chopped around a lot. A lot of people entered off of this bullish closure here, and obviously same sort of story, come down into equilibrium, five little bullish candlestick off, and yeah, as you can see, terrible price action for the day. We just chopped around as soon as I entered. It actually took us about 20 minutes to even hit our stop loss. So good entry. I mean, if you forget all of that, say you entered there, I mean, you'd be looking at that thinking you'd be looking at that thinking you've just scored and you've found a really good entry, but just terrible price action for the day. And sometimes that is how the game goes. Always got to be sort of expectant of days like this and able to rebound. So we had a really good week last week. We finished about 7% in profit for the week. We had a win on Monday this week, so we're up about 5%. And last night had a 2% loss. So overall, I'm not mad for the day. I think we took a good trade, and sometimes, especially at the moment, it just seems that our trading strategy is really hit and miss in these markets. And I'm really just looking to get repetitions and moving into Q1 next year. And I really want to be setting a funded challenge then and trying to find more entries like this in better price action. So, anyways, that was my win. That was my loss for the day, and we're still up on the week. So, definitely looking to find a trade today and keep this winning streak alive and finish the week in profit. So, anyway, thank you, boys, for watching. Appreciate all the support on this. And as always, have a good one. Peace.